Hey, you guys, peace, love, and life. I trust all is well. And I just wanted to come by and share a story with you about my spiritual awakening. When I was first going through my spiritual awakening, I realized that a lot of people was vanishing from my space, my life. And for a while, I was wondering why until um, God gave me confirmation that He had set me aside from people that was trying to dim my light, people who was exuding jealousy and envy, and people who was just slowing me down from the purpose that He had given me, the gift that He has given me. I was naturally expressing myself. I was authentically expressing myself in a way where people purposely was trying to make me feel as if whatever wisdom that I had, whatever story that I had to tell, or whatever idea that I had was very inadequate. It was not a good idea, but even though they felt that way, they took some of my ideas and used it for themselves. Didn't give me any type of credit, although I didn't need a credit. It's just the simple fact that it just it didn't reciprocate. People was just judging me of what I known. People was judging me about what I practiced and studied. People was judging me about based off what I can do, all of my talents, my gifts. I have many talents. I have many gifts that God has blessed me with, and I am super, super grateful. But yeah, God set me apart from a lot of people, and I used to wonder why these people who I had to leave behind, I cared about. I truly, truly love them. I still do to this day. There's no way in my heart for me to lose love for people. I love everybody, and I show it, and they gonna know that I love them. It's a different type of love that I give, and not a lot of people would appreciate that love. Some people would envy it and try to dim your light, and that's not good. So I had to separate myself, and God helped me with that, and I am very, very grateful. And because I'm saying this because during my separation, I was separated from a lot of people for a long time, and it renewed my soul. I felt replenished, and during my isolation with the people that was dimming my light, I was with God. You feel me? Like, I was praying. I was getting to know myself. I was doing a lot of shadow work. I was learning my lessons from the people or the decisions that I've made, because I don't blame anybody for what had happened in my life. It's all me. I'm in control, and I allowed these things to happen, and thank God He found me and brought me out of the darkness. I did this all alone. Nobody knew, or some people knew I was suffering and they just didn't care. They didn't, I asked for help from a lot of people. I was trying to ask for help from a lot of people, and I just didn't feel that they was trying to help me. I felt like they was dimming my light even more and trying to take me out of this gift that I had, that I naturally had. I just had to separate myself. I didn't feel that it was genuine help. So my isolation, I just, it was all God, and this, me being isolated from God, I was just, going through my studies in the Bible, and it just really reminded me of myself when I first went through my isolation from these people. And this is from Exodus 34:29. It says, some of the Lord's radiance had rubbed off on Moses. He didn't even realize it until he came down the mountain, and the people reacted to the brightness of his presence. They knew that Moses had been with the Lord, but when we have been in close fellowship with God, we walk away with some of his radiance. We may not know it, but others perceive that we have been with him. Sharing our faith usually involves what he say and do, but our words and actions will be even more compelling when we are reflecting the very presence of God. Man, listen, I gave my gifts, I gave my talents, I gave my mind, I gave all of my troubles, my worries, my pain, my traumas. I gave it all to God, and I let him handle it. And being with God during my isolation, being with God helped me so much, because I was deep in prayer. I was meditating. I was cleansing myself. I was ignoring what's on the outside of me, because a lot of times when we let people in, we let some people in, they can literally delay our chances of renewing ourselves, or just moving on in the future for the better. So sometimes you just really have to know who to let around your space, and who to let in your home and your life, and who not to let in your life, because boy, when you're not careful, you have to really ask God to give you confirmation, and pray to him to let him know, to let you know that if this person is good for me or not. Because some people come into our lives to destroy our goodness. Some people come into our life to drain the glory that God gave us. Some people come into our lives to try and tarnish the goodness that we have, and try to take us away from the very thing that God gave us, so that we can be abundant on this earth. And that comes with creativity. The creativity thing, that reminds me, I had to really, really get creative. I was really deep into my path. I had to find my path, and my path is the things that I do naturally. I have a natural gift to be creative with my hands. I do hair. I make skincare products with herbs, spices, and flowers. I make oils, moisturizers, and soaps, and natural soaps, and everything. I can draw, I can paint. I can build. You just never know what else I can do. I can do a whole lot of things if I really put my mind to it. But right now, I can dance. I love dancing. I've been doing since I can remember, at 5 years old. Still to this day, I still dance, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love doing skincare. I have so much passion in that, and you have to try that. You have to try my skincare products, SteriSkinAuthentics.net. Go check that out right now. But yes, being stuck into your creativities would definitely bring you a lot more closer to God. And when you give your creativities, you give your gifts and your talent to God, he feels his presence in it. And it becomes a partnership with God. And you begin to use your gifts and your talents for the good, and to help other people, or for other people who want to learn what you know. And that reminds me of when God gave Moses the knowledge and the wisdom to go tell the children of Israel. He told Moses to gather up everybody who was into arts and crafts, people who was building, people who was creative with their hands, people who was making knitting and sewing curtains together, and people who was making gemstones to put on your chest piece for the priest. It was a lot of people who was very, very, very talented, and they built. Moses had to gather all of these people who was creative. He gathered everybody that God had blessed with gifts and talents, and they all came together and worked as a team to build the tabernacle. And they built it, and once that was their offering. They offered to give their gifts, to give their talents to God, so that God can bless them to build this tabernacle. And once this tabernacle was built, God had filled his presence in this tabernacle, and they all used that. It was beautiful. It was strong. God, man, listen, God will bless you with God blesses us with gifts and talents to be very, very abundant on this earth. And when you move in your purpose and when you move in your power, you're very yourself. You can do nothing but be authentic. You'll mind your own business. Like, you will know that what you have is enough and you are not alone, because once you give your creativity to God, you have a partnership with him, and he moves when you're working. He moves with you when you're working. He's working with you. So, this is, it's really all about creativity, especially my creativity definitely stems from me being isolated from people who I be around every day, been isolated from people who like to downgrade who you are, downgrade your light. When I was with God, I came out very bright. People noticed my light. People noticed that I was with God. People noticed that I was separating myself to heal myself. And right now, I'm just really, I really have the urge to just really help other people heal, because I'm still healing myself. I still have things that I need to heal, and God is working with me on that, definitely. And it is so, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. No tongue raises up against me shall succeed in the blood of Jesus. You feel me? So, when you know that, can't nobody harm you when you're moving in your greatness, when you're moving in your power, when you're moving in your purpose. Get isolated. Get away from these people and be alone. Pray to God and tell him to reveal your purpose so that you can move in your purpose and be your own boss, so that you won't have to worry about all of these employees and managers and supervisors being on your neck all the time and calling you into work when you got to take care of your kids when they're sick. You feel me? You can literally be creative, build that creativity, and create a job, a whole business at home. So you can be an at-home mom, be an at-home dad. Or if you're not a dad or a mom, you can just be working at home. You don't ever have to go and be controlled by somebody else's job. You feel me? So, that was very, very important to me. And I absorb energy very, very quickly and easily. I could read energies like crazy. So me working for myself and to myself is very important. And I just really want an atmosphere where it's just me and God, because that's the best feeling ever. That's just me. You feel me? I just really wanted to encourage you all to be creative. Step into your power. Do not doubt yourself. Do not create fear. Don't care. Don't care. Don't worry about how other people are feeling when you're moving your purpose, because sometimes they just projecting. You feel me? Like they really just other people just really project. So use your own mind. Use your own mind to be creative. Use your own ideas, and make sure you are praying enough and building that relationship with God so that he can help you through this whole thing. You feel me? Be creative, y'all. Peace, love, and light. Make sure y'all go check out my skincare business, ThirstSkinAuthentics.net. The link will be in the description below. You can follow me on Instagram, ThirstSkin_Authentics, or Lucille_the_truth. And everything will be in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you can resonate, if you felt something from this, comment below. Let's communicate. This is a no drama zone, no judgment zone. This is literally somewhere where you can just really purge and tell your testimony and just help each other, because we all can learn from each other. And this is what this life on this earth is about. We all are created in one organism, but we are all different and can learn from each other. And I love that. I love y'all. God loves y'all. For real, for real. I love y'all and God loves y'all. Stay peace. Stay woke.